Let's call it a twofer. The First and Second Amendment under attack at the same time. A conservative columnist was suspended by her paper after she defended the NRA from comparisons to ISIS in a recent column. And although the St. Louis Post-Dispatch claims her suspension resulted from a conflict of interest, Stacy Washington fired back with her resignation, claiming her suspension was punishment for supporting the Second Amendment. Joining us now to tell her side of the story, Stacy Washington. Stacy, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Charles. Thanks for having me.
Tell us the story, because I think it's very brave of you. First of all, I love the fact that you wrote the article defending the NRA against this dumb story to begin with, and then taking a stand when you were sort of being punished.
Well, I was actually at the NRA annual meetings attending as a regular person. In other words, just, well, I had a press credential, but through my radio program. And I just was walking around, no laptop, just having fun. I'd gotten a chance to jump onto Stitchfield for the day and have a little bit of punditry commentary there. And in the afternoon on that Friday, the same day that my column went live on the website and also in the paper edition, I get this notification: I'm sorry to inform you, your column's been suspended for your failure to disclose your paid or unpaid lobbying activities on behalf of the gun industry and the NRA. And I'm like, whoa. So I run over to the TV booth and I'm like, guys, where's my money? I'm getting suspended from the Post-Dispatch. I haven't gotten any checks. Something's wrong with this picture. So after we get done laughing a little bit, they were like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, this is happening to me right now. So I thought it through a little bit, and I emailed back and forth with the editor. And when I made it clear that I have no actual relationship, paid or otherwise, no formal relationship, and that all of the fill-ins I'd done were just, hey, can you fill in? Sure. It was an opportunity for me to
when you say
test
fill in,
my radio
fill in for
chops. What? Cam and Company, it's a radio and television show, and I filled in for them twice as a guest host.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just regular stuff. Like, you do this all the time, Charles. I've seen you. I'll be watching one of the other Fox Business programs, and you'll be there filling in. Now, you obviously work for Fox, but if you were like me coming in to fill in and I wasn't compensated, it's not a formal relationship. And so I've already disclosed these things in my opening column for the Post-Dispatch. In many, many places, you can find out that I'm a Second Amendment supporter as a veteran. It's not a secret.
So do you think then they're just sort of pushing back? Did you think there was any animosity against the NRA in of itself, and perhaps even the Second Amendment?
Well, I have expressed support of the Second Amendment before, and I haven't not had my column published or been suspended before. But this is a double standard, because there are plenty of people who work at the Post-Dispatch who support Planned Parenthood, who attend their support type meetings, their marches and all of that. They're not forced to disclose that information when they write a column in support of Planned Parenthood. And they're given a lot of largesse in the Post-Dispatch. And so I don't know what the motives are, but when the emails started to fly back and forth and it became insulting, I had to evaluate whether or not I wanted to continue to work there and have a relationship with this editor.
Give us a quick example, though, of what was insulting. Where didn't you start feeling insulted?
Well, so during the course of me explaining that I'm not an NRA paid person, we went back and forth about whether or not it was advocacy. Then it pivoted from, is it that you're paid or unpaid, to, well, there's still a lot of problems with your column, and it contains wild inaccuracies. Right. Well, he edited that column before it appeared.
Well, Stacy,
and of course, he said I would spin it to my advantage, and I didn't do that.
Your tweets, the way you fought back, was very brave. You had a lot of fans before that. You got a lot more right now, including me. Have a great weekend, and thank you very much. Here's Lou Dobbs.
Thanks, Charles.